wonder if I should have put this one here. So, well, on the people, man. Try to get this one. Oh, work like that. You never know this come off, you know. Hi, sweet peas. How you doing? It's not gonna work. Okay. Let me see if it will work for the rest of it. All right. All right, I'm going to play the music now. Then I'm going to go. Paul Patmore going with himself down at Trelawney.
Bluetooth mode. Connected.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice, sweet peas.
Good night. If you're sending a video, you can take a listening to it, scroll it down and you will hear. Um,
Derek is saying, what is your view on, before me answer him, good night to each and every one of you. Welcome back to the channel, Life with Jennifer JM. It's indeed a great privilege and an honor to be coming back to your life tonight. So let me answer. Milton Blair is saying, what is your view on the UIC? I don't want to give you any answer on that with an honest view. I don't know nothing about the UIC. I know of it. Let me be, but I don't know nothing about policies. I don't know who are their candidates. I don't know nothing about them. I don't pay third party any attention. So I don't even sure if the man Patterson is still the president. Like one at a time I used to see him something where him have one case coat and they give it to another. I don't know nothing. I not see no brochure, I not see no flyers, I not see nothing. So that's a no. Third party now gonna make it so easy in a Jamaica politics. So it not gonna work out. So I hope that answer your question. Ivan, good evening. Elizabeth, Gigi, good evening. Yeah, I realize that orange fit me good. I need to wear it more often. Oh my God. So let me get back to the sun. We need to start it back from the top. I'm pull up some of my video now, but I'll start off with a song. Pop up a screen over TikTok. marching on to victory. Good night, Albert. How you doing? All right, so let me pull up what going on.
And I want to say to my fellow university students and colleagues, nobody think the PNP now listen to no. Those who take student loan and you have a hard time to pay it back, the PNP is committing to you that under the next...
Hold on, I don't want it so loud.
If you're not work, you're not going to pay back no loan, because we know you don't have it. And when you get a job, the pay where you get will determine how much you pay for your student loan, because we know you have to live, you have to eat, you have to take care of yourself. I will want to ease the pressure and make life better for every Jamaican we are trying in this country, comrades. And I want to tell you, as I wrap up, this comrades, this policy that the PNP is pushing under our comrade leader Mark Jefferson Golding, this is what real leadership looks like. This is what a government who cares about the people and the masses
What is that you're doing?
comrades. So we have been fighting since 1938 to ensure that the masses in this country can feel like them as smutty. We are fighting against corruption. We are fighting against inequitable opportunities for our young people. So I want you to join us, walk with us, talk with us, and ensure that we continue to fight for those young people without a voice. Fight for those young people who can't represent themselves, because
Put them back in the back. Put all the colors in the back.
National Party for a reason. We believe in the Jamaican people, and comrades, we will continue to fight until every Jamaican can live like them as Maria. So we are blood and fire, comrades. The word continues to be loved.
So, Paul Patmore take over the Trelawney, the man. I don't see what going down there. Paul Patmore turn the place upside down. But we have something to discuss over here tonight. Everybody over TikTok gonna have to tap up this phone screen so that we can have. Hi, good night all. Good night all my TikTokers. Keep tapping up the screen for me. You're on the crowd. Trelawney, this is your third term over. Your third term turnover, man. Look on Paul Patmore. You really talk about third term over here?
The General Secretary of the PNP YO, Comrade Peter Gay. Hold on, Peter Gay, spin for them, spin. Look what she look at you. Say PNP. Yeah, man. Step out. All right. All right. Nobody propose no marriage. Yeah, man, have a seat. Well done. And that is what the PNP is about, Comrade Jeffrey. The young people, give them a chance, because we are the party of education, of the young people, of professionals. Comrade Peter Gay, enough respect. So, yeah, man, well done.
We're like a liar self on your pants, but you're PNP, switch your hair. Go ahead. Go ahead, you liar self. That's a black your ass up here, to lie.
A few weeks ago,
You want to lie over here.
elected the president professionals affiliate
To
with the
lie, man.
party. He's a pastor by profession. He has a PhD. I say make welcome the pastor, the president of the PNP Patriots, Comrade Dr. Paul Blake.
make me stronger. You make me stronger.
Surely, oh, you
From Jamaica. The Caribbean. Lord, you know my time.
surely, are you ready? Wakefield, Duncan's, wait a bit, Albertown, are you ready? I want to greet I want to greet the comrades on the platform. I want to greet all comrades tonight in the mighty name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, our soon coming King. But I also want to big up the Trelawney Patriots, recently launched, and I know that they're in the house. But comrades, I don't come here tonight to whisper, and I come here tonight to say loud that time come for a better life. Not next year, but time come now for a better life. Trelawney has carried this country on its back for decades. You plant the yam, you reap the cane, you raise the children. Yet, what have you in return? The roads are mashed up, the markets are empty, and the government don't business with you. Comrades, I said time come. The Jamaica Labour Party, they have failed our farmers, they have turned agriculture into poverty, and they have ruined rural life into struggle. They love outsiders, but they neglect our farmers. But hear me now, Mark Golding is coming. The People's National Party is ready to champion change for our farmers.
Yes.
Our comrades, this time we not play nice. This time we're not begging for scrap. We are demanding justice. We are demanding equality. And we are demanding economic dignity. And under the next PNP government, we are slashing food imports by 25% over the next 5 years. And we don't do this by talking. We're doing it by producing. It makes no sense. We import onion from Miami when in South Trelawney you can grow the good sweet onion. We are going to ensure that local farmers get to reap, get to produce, and get to feed the country. But we're not stopping there. We're not stopping there. You can't take out your phone and call Fly Green and tell him to watch policy and watch your agriculture run, because we're going to develop the agricultural special economic zone, not in foreign land, but we're going to ensure that local farmers in Troy can export your yam, you can export your Irish potato, you can export your sweet pepper, that money can come in your pocket. We are standing for the farmers.
Pull up the thing. Pull up the thing. Pull up the thing.
We're going to turn it up some more. establish a $2.5 billion agricultural development fund paid for by 1% of the tax that we import on food in this country. We're going to ensure that farmers can get the loan from the PC Bank. We're going to ensure that you can get the grants. We're going to ensure that you have the machinery to go in your farm and to plow your land. We're going to ensure that you get subsidized fertilizer. We're not going to take the fertilizer to ourselves. We are going to give it to you, the farmers of Trelawney, the farmers of Jamaica. We still are turning up. We still are turning up.
Turn it up.
Because we will fix the irrigation crisis, not with photo ops or ribbon cutting, but we are going to bring real water to real farms so that it can feed and supply real families and the nation. We are going to build relationships with agriculture and tourism, that if the hotel want banana, they can go to Maroon Town. If they want yam, they can go to Troy. We are going to ensure that money is coming in your pocket. And I want to close out tonight, because this is a fight against inequality. It's a fight against the neglect of our rural people, and it's a fight against a system that keeps you poor while they get rich and their friends get rich. But Mark Golin and Dr. Daniel Campbell isn't afraid to pick any fight. We fight anybody for the people of this country, anywhere, anytime. We're going to defend the farmers of this country. Because we believe
bad man,
that
yeah.
real development starts
You Susan,
from
I
the
can't go
ground
PNP
up,
down.
farmland
A bad
up.
man, yeah.
We believe that the farmers can help to improve economic growth in this country. So farmer man, when you come from the farm, walk with pride. When you have your bag or your on your head, walk with pride. When you go to market, sell your produce with pride, because you have a government in waiting that will stand for you. But as I look out, I realize that there's a lot of young people here. So youth, if you want land, we will fight for land access for you. If you want tools, we will give you the capital. If you want a future, we will be here to build a future with you. Trelawney will not be a footnote in Jamaica's story. Trelawney is the flyer. Trelawney is the root of the People's National Party. Is ready to give you a better life. And I know a lot of cameras here tonight, and I should be in Bible study. So let me share a word from the book of Ephesians chapter 6 verse 10, that we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but we wrestle against principalities and demons upon Belmont Road. But we come standing firm in the power and blood of Almighty God. The word is love. Seasons of breakthrough, seasons of trial. So I will seek you.
Hold on, let me make an answer she over here. What am I gonna love follow PNP platform? So how much them pay on if I come trail with? Susie, you may talk. How much them pay on if I come trail people platform? Every time I come here, when I come on. And I care me telling you when I come on my platform and I still a come. Something wrong with you now. Look how much other channel are stream for JLP, and before you go over there go support your party, your left come over my own. Tell me if that makes sense. When you come over here, you think nobody we are watching it are going to listen to what you say? You're stupid. Use your time wisely. Because time come.
Alright. Well, you know, say them say me fi kind of hold on for Chilani. They say me fi hold on for Chilani a little bit, you know. But I'm going to go now to a firebrand comrade. A comrade who I say, who me call her the kind of Portia Simpson Miller comrade, not true. We're not afraid of nobody, no day, anytime, any day. Blood and fire comrade. From Region 4, the chairman of the noble region, of the mighty Region 4, the shadow spokesperson on gender and persons with disability, Albert Town. Please to make welcome. Blood and fire comrade from Spanish Town, comrade Denise Daly, member of parliament and regional chairman.
I grew up in a place called Jamaica. Spanish town market, over prison over. I grew up in a place called
Ivan, good night. How you doing? Top up the phone screen for me as you come on over TikTok for me.
Sun City. Spanish town grooving, everybody nice. I come me just a come. I come me just a come. We no want nobody China. I come me just a. I come me all right. Now go Trelawney. 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 Trelawney.
Since you asked what it. You see what that?
Comrade Chairman. Comrade Mario. Comrade Patmore. And Comrade Wickham. And Comrade Dennis Meadows. And my friend Mia, who I know with the others control. No, we are else but what? Trelawney.
is willing and ready and capable to take over this country. And he is not a man who his word is not his bond. He's a man of integrity. Comrades, I am happy to see Trelawney tonight. Happy to see Trelawney tonight. And to know that you are in safe hands. Comrade Wickham McNeill is a man who anywhere you go and call his name is clean like a whistle.
Are you MP that?
Anywhere you go and you say Comrade Pat more than say he's a man who help poor people.
Yes, Spanish Town.
So comrades, I know that you're in good hands, safe hands, and it is left to you now to decide which hands do you want to be in. Well, comrades, I come to speak to you tonight about the women them of this country, the backbone of this country, the warriors, the workers, the foot soldiers of the People's National Party. Most of you are women. Comrades, we are here to fight for you. The People's National Party believe in giving women a space so that they can grow equally with the men. And that is why we have almost 30% of females representing in this coming election. Comrades, we don't want no man. I draw with women them all over the place and I batter them and I beat them up. So our policy will be that we are going to make safe places. That if you're under domestic attack from your partner, instead of him kill you or you kill him, you can find an app, and that app, and I like where the minister come out 1, 2, 3, and by the time you dial it, you hear beep, beep, beep. We are talking about a app. When you touch it, right away, every police station shall get it. Anywhere you're there, you will be able to use that app. We are looking at shelters in deep rural communities where if you have to run from your house, you can run Godessa and get safe as a safe haven until help comes. So we believe in our women of this country. We believe in equal pay for all our women for equal work. We believe also, and in our manifesto, I know it might not be all, but we have people right here who have children with disabilities, adults with disabilities. We are saying it is taking too long to test them, and because of that, we are going to be setting up in every region that we have a testing facility to test children in order that we can place them where they ought to go. We are going further. We are going further, comrades, because we are going to make sure that we set aside $1 billion for persons with disability. Nobody can touch that. Nobody can go in on that. Because we're going to set up a special committee, and that committee manage over the funds so that we don't have people who are at a disadvantage cannot get help because they have to push all over the place. So comrades, we have a plan, a very big plan, and I know my time is winding up, but I want to say to you, hold on, because help is on the way. Help is on the way. Comrades, before I go, can anybody who work hard, who do everything for everybody in Jamaica, and beg so hard for your third term? Now tell me now. If you work hard, you're not supposed to get good pay. So when you ball and a whine and a dine and I tell people say they have ideas, bring it come give me will put it in because you don't want to come out of power. Anything goes up. Well, I am here to tell him continue to tell people how them belly full. But may I tell him I'm a feed belly alone full. Him coming to tell people how everything is correct when we are telling say, bossy, we can't pay with light bill. We can't pay with water rate. We can't send the children to school for more than 3 days. We not the lunch money to send them, and you continue to tell me that I am okay. Comrades, what are we planning to do with him? What are we planning to do with him? Comrade, time come. Time come. Let us go there. March. March on, comrade, to victory. Jimmy, tell him about it. I am a warrior. Christian warrior. With the weapon in a big right hand. I am a warrior. Christian warrior. With the weapon in a big right hand. Oh God.
Comrade Dennis Daly, we thank you for your presentation. Comrades, my co-host just reached you. So I have to welcome the beautiful councillor from the Claremont Division, Comrade Katie and Harty in Albert Town. Please to make her feel welcome. Anyway, since as you just come, I don't come, hold a seat there. Hold a seat there. Our tag team, you know, we're on duty together. So we have to call up the next speaker and you call up the next speaker. But music man, what you give me now? We just warm up the police again. When say Jen said, take it back right down to which part if you go now? Yeah man, music man, give me something to warm up in here.
Good night to those of you just joining on TikTok and over YouTube. Since I'm playing music, I want to reason a little bit. I still want to talk about the school bus thing when I see them have it out there. Well, something come out, and if you follow me today, you see me put a video out. And I think Andrew Stevens has also bring it out. Now, what Darrell Valls came out and told us about the bus is far from what the buses cost. Far away. So anything what them do, and all what them try to do, it's still not add up. It goes to show how unfair these people are. They are so unfair. The man come out and say how much $1 billion they bus them, and only to realize that they get the bus them cheap, and then the value where they say them value. How no one voting back them criminally? How no one vote them back in? How much more lie you no want them to tell you now? How much more deception? How much more? And it just grieves me sometimes. This is somebody want to come from people's platform and can talk about third term. You're not ambitious. You're not no ambition. We'll get back to the Patmore meeting.
Hold on. Come on, everyone, when it's the silent time. Living in desire and hunger. Come on, everyone, when it's the silent time. I'm the real fire and the fire of my heart.
Milton Blair. I'll over YouTube. I never remember if I greet you, you know.
Are you ready? Are you ready, Albert Town? You ready? I say make welcome in Albert Town, the president of the People's National Party, Jamaica's next Prime Minister. Welcome in Southern Trelawney, Ma Jefferson Bowling.
We are gonna build back everything them take away. Bring back. Everything them broke down, build back. I smile, yes.
Albert Town,
I but good
welcome
night.
the comrade leader.
Tap up
in your
the
service,
screen for
Southern
me.
Trelawney. Welcome, comrade leader. So with that said, I want to welcome also comrade Richard Azan. Comrades, I move now to a businessman and your candidate right here in Southern Trelawney. A man who's in the business of putting people to rest. Albert Town, Southern Trelawney. I say make welcome your candidate, the next member of parliament for Trelawney Southern, Paul Patmore.
You don't know it's Patmore, you don't know it. I know it. So me go tell them, rise to the occasion, look up yourself and say you strong. What more them can stop you now, baby. Rise to the occasion, look up yourself and say you strong. No them can stop you. It's fine to do my best. Sit down.
Thank you, Buck. Good night, to Buck. What about TikTok? You have a YouTube? Well, nobody now say nothing upon something, man. I type in something, I soon I type in something. I know if you not listen me or you just over there. What go on?
Comrades, comrades, are you ready? He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in Him will I trust. Comrades, I greet you from South Trelawney. And as I stand here, I want to say thank you to the people of South Trelawney for accepting me to be the representative for South Trelawney.
Can't vote back the criminal. South Trelawney can't vote back for a criminal.
Of the People's National Party in South Trelawney. Because when the people say Mr. Patmore come, we have to apply to the executive of the party. And after they accept me, we still have to apply to I would say the hierarchy of the People's National Party. So I want to say thanks to the General Secretary of the People's National Party and the party leader for accepting me. I must tell you, I think South Trelawney is the only constituency.
We are winning, man. We are winning. We are winning twice.
4 divisions. And today,
Tap up the phone screen, please.
I can tell you that the PNP is leading in South Trelawney in all polls. And I don't even want to talk about the PNP poll. Every poll that the JLP do in South Trelawney, it shows that
PNP must win the election. PNP will win the next election.
Day by day. So people, it's not just a Paul Patmore thing. I have a team. I have a campaign team that is working with me. We have an executive for South Trelawney. We have some prayer warriors out there, like Dr. Foster, who continue to pray for us. We have comrades from all the way in St. Mary who were part of the prayer team. But I want to say thanks to Comrade Teddy Moore, he's my campaign manager. And we have a campaign team that right now is ready. So I want to say, my team, I want to say thank you.
Yeah.
All the caretakers, all the workers for the different division. South Trelawney is what it is right now because of the hard work that you have been doing. So on behalf of the leader of the party, the General Secretary and myself, we say thank you for the hard work that you have been putting in South Trelawney. Thank you.
Let's drink to the hard-working people, and let's drink
must take a few minutes to address certain things. And I want you to know that this is a serious meeting. It's not one of those meetings where we come and hype up the people and tell them to blow hand. I'm going to beg you to keep the hand quiet for a few minutes. Because every time when such lady come on a stage, she always mention that Paul Patmore was a part of them. And I must tell you, she's not lying. Yes, I was a part of them at one time. But that's why what I don't want you to do now is we don't want to treat this meeting like how we used to treat their meeting. Because when I was in charge of certain position in the over on that side, what we have to do, because we have a candidate who never do nothing. So when we go to meeting, we have nothing to talk about.
I dare not plan.
So one of the things that we had to do was to roast a cow and give the people them some jankorum and tell them to blow a hand. So by the time we open the mouth, we hear the hand a blow. So those days, I can tell you, it was the bell. The PNP used to use the hand. But I can tell you the bell wasn't loud enough. So we start to buy the hand. That means that when we say, we are going to give you a house tomorrow, the people will say, yeah, I start blowing the hand. But people, it is serious time now. Paul Patmore is now on a serious platform. We have a leader. We have a manifesto that we are proud of, that we can stand up on any platform and talk about what the PNP will be doing in the next 2 months. Comrades, I want to touch on water. For the GLP, they don't have no water plan. So this election for them is a black tank election.
Yes.
So what they are going around now issuing black tank. I want to let you know that the PNP, under the leadership of Mark Golding, we will reopen the Greentown water supply. In short order, from 1976 until now, they have been promising the people of Albert Town and surrounding area the water supply down by the Quashi River. Every election come, they promise, they come with the same promise. I want to tell you, we see them break ground down there already. That means the money did grant already. I want you to send me to Parliament to ask about that money that was granted to set up that water supply. I hear them talking about third term. And I hear my leader say, some of them are going to get third term in prison. Because we will be asking about that money that was granted for the Quashi River water project. Where the money there? For years, people, we have to watch the people down by Alps and Stewart Town walk a spring for water, go a river for water. It's 2025. People of Stewart Town, you're suffering with water. Paul Patmore and Mark Golding will be making sure that we give you water in your pipe. We're not promising no black tank. No black tank. We need you to have running water in your house. I carry the party leader. I drive him through from up by Lourva, go down to try to show him the quality houses. And I can tell you, he was ashamed to see when you see the quality houses and the condition of the roads. It took me almost an hour to drive from Lourva to Troy because of the condition of the road. It is the worst road in the entire island. And I can't believe I see people. I see a few people come out with flags. I see a few people come out with flags and wave. Oh my God, them people don't have no shame.
No shame, Bernard.
How comes people can live so and have no shame.
No shame they not have.
But people we don't have much time.
No shame we not have.
So we want to touch on agriculture. Because we're in a farming era, that's why we wouldn't have a meeting and don't bring to you the next Minister of Agriculture to come and speak to you. The other thing I want to tell you, this MP that you'll be voting in a few months, in a few days from now, gonna be the best representative that South Trelawney ever had. One thing I can tell you, my people, we're gonna start our first Young Farmers Association in South Trelawney. Because, as I tell the Jensen, yam is the only product that a man has sell. And the man will come to buy and tell you how much he might buy for. In Jamaica now, in South Trelawney, a man come and tell you say he want 100 pounds a yam. But he look by you and tell you say if you give 160 pounds. People, the farmers in South Trelawney are suffering. You need representation. And that's why we're presenting to you the People's National Party. We know what the people want. People, when you look at the condition of the roads, we have the worst set of roads in the island. There was a road from Joe Hut to Freeman's Hall, blocked for some 30 years. And on Labor Day, Paul Patmore and the citizens of South Trelawney opened that road after 30 years. People, give yourself a round of applause for that. That's the type of leadership that I'll be bringing to South Trelawney. I want to tell you another thing. Ecotourism, we have the cockpit. We don't have sun and sea, but we have the cockpit. Nobody else will have it. When a person leave America and say want to come to Jamaica, if they didn't want to see sun and sea, they don't stay in America, because that did it. They want to come and experience Jamaica. So we're going to create a tourist product second to none in South Trelawney. We have a lot of rivers and a lot of caves. I'm saying to the citizens, if you have a cave, start fix up it. Because now you have an MP who know about ecotourism. And we have on our team will be McNeill, a man who know about tourism. So if you don't have a river on your property, start fix up it. No make nobody tell you say they're going to buy it. Because I can tell you, now that people here say Paul Patmore will be the next member of parliament for South Trelawney. You're going to see some man come and offer you some money for your land. But hold on, Polly. Better days are coming, my people. Time come, my people. Time come. I don't want to stay long, but I want to tell you about another sector of persons that nobody no pay no mind. Nobody no pay them no mind. I want to talk about our taxi drivers and our bus drivers. Everybody come, all they do is use our taxi drivers and our bus drivers. No form of respect at all. And I'm calling on the taxi drivers of South Trelawney. First, you have to start respecting yourself and force people to respect you. I see a man come here a few weeks ago.
Thanks for the follow.
And he mentioned that one of the reasons why he want to carry us coming at South Trelawney is because our taxi drivers are rapers. and they are murderers. I want to tell you, Paul Patmore will be your representative. I will not allow no politician or nobody to come and walk on you and trample on our taximen. So that's why I'm calling on the taximen of South Trelawney and all the busmen. Don't bother believe say Uncle time you can block road or demonstrate is where the road bad. As long as you have a politician who continue to disrespect you, I'm calling on you to send a signal this nomination day. Because every nomination day and every election day, they call for you know, and tell you how they're going to pay them 5,000 to run up and down for them. And when election done, they throw you under the bus. Now is the time my taximen and bus drivers send a strong message to the politician them who don't pay no mind over the years. Send a strong message to them. When they call you and say, come here, you want 5,000, I don't want you to take it. Stop making people them disrespect, you know. And then they call you up, you know, 5,000 and you take it like you never see 5,000 for the day in the barn. Stand up, people, because we have a leader in Paul Patmore is coming to stand up for you, but you know, stand up for yourself. So my taximen, the PNP continue to look out for you. It's a party that decide that we want you to be part of the transport sector. So make sure you know, look out for the PNP. Some might not talk about Dayati. That's sure that. Because you know having a picnic in a school just like anybody. So people, my taximan, Paul Patmore is here for you. I'm only a phone call away. And let me close my last word to you, my people. Paul Patmore is the only candidate in Jamaica that is running against a criminal. The only candidate.
Yes.
My people,
The only candidate run against a criminal.
I need you on election day to come out whether you're PNP or you're JLP. As long as you're a decent citizen of Jamaica,
Yes.
come out and send a message. Send a strong message that you will not tolerate nastiness. And when you send the message to she, it will also be a message to Paul Patmore. You will be saying to Paul Patmore, we will be giving you this one chance. But the next time you must earn your chance. Because if you go in there and there's another ring to come, we're going to dash you with just the same. So my people, the word is love. We have the next Prime Minister here with us. We have the next Minister of Agriculture here with us.
Very good speech.
Today we have the spokesperson of land. We know the situation with the land and the outside property. Every politician come and promise you, so they're going to help you to get the title for your land and the outside property.
Anthony, good night.
People of outside, those land was given to you by the People's National Party. The only people, the only party that care about that set of land is the People's National Party. We will be working on those titles for the land. That's what I wanted to send Paul Patmore to Parliament to fight for. And before the night over, the person that will maybe be the next Minister of Land is here.
Anthony, good
I'm going to
night.
bring him here in a town hall meeting to sit down with the people on the outside property to discuss the title for the neutral side land. So people, the word is love. South Trelawney is ready. And Paul Patmore is ready to serve you. So my people, one love. I've been trying on down, stop it. Everything I try to do.
Very good speech from Paul Patmore. I love it. Listen, me man. That's how people talk with confidence. The man talk with confidence. The man sure him gonna win. The man not come a play around on if and but. The man speak with confidence. The man say him is the only man running against a criminal. But I want to correct him on that. I think every MP in Jamaica running against a criminal because we don't know some of them were under investigation. We have back their name. Criminal from the top to the bottom. But I understand your speech where you're saying, Mr. Patmore. But I know you want. But you can declare it because the woman was convicted and owned to it. Delroy, good night. Bonnie, good night. So yes, he's the only one that run against somebody who confessed to the crime. But I will eat more of them up in the parliament then. We need to vote them out.
But I know that the PNP is going to come home with a tool of victory in Trelawney. And so,
Hi, Delroy, good night.
we are coming down to North Trelawney. So I want to hear from the comrades in North Trelawney. I want to hear from the comrades in Martha Brain, Falmouth, Wakefield, Duncans, Sherwood. Are you ready? Are you ready for the former Minister of Government? Are you ready for the regional
Hi, Douglas, good
chairman
night.
for the Great Region 1? Are you ready for the proven performer? Comrades of North Trelawney, are you ready for Comrade Dr. Wickham McNeill? Boss, gun for every gun. If I ever militant, so it and so it and. Something like that. Tell them no confusion. Boss, gun for every gun. Let them know see I want, so it and
Hi, Ron, good night.
boss, gun for every gun. If I ever militant, so it and so it and. Hold it. Because Dr. McNeill now come, so till the place erupt. So we're gonna try this again. Comrades, are you ready for Dr. Wickham McNeill? Boss, gun for every gun.
Come here, let's come here. Let's say if you do that. You do that? You just something like you do that, man. 1 minute, the people, hold on there.
Cover leader.
Oh, this woman.
Secretary, can you hear me? Testing, can you hear me? Covered leader,
Let me see.
covered general secretary, members of the platform, my colleague candidate.
Hi, Pat, good night.
Comrades, workers and warriors.
Thank you,
Before I
untouchable.
say anything else, I want to tell you, today we drove a motorcade from south through Duncan,
Pat, you know, she said, Trelawney not good again.
up through Jacksontown, all the way up here. And may I tell you, the energy, everywhere we go, all we hear is PNP, 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 power,
Power to the people. Power to the people.
power. All we hear is time come, time come. So comrades, all I can say tonight is, call it, Andrew, call it. Call it, Andrew, call it. The People's National Party is ready. Comrades, when I look at this crowd up here, what a massive crowd in Albertown Square.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like this. It coming like when KFC did give a free chicken the other day. The place pack up. Comrades, I want to start by asking some of my colleagues from North Trelawney to stand. I've covered Dennis Meadows, Comrade Garth Wilkinson, Comrade Rydell Pete Hamilton, Comrade Fabo is somewhere out there, and Comrade Donovan Horton.
Yeah, baby.
Comrades,
They use it
I
title
ask
anywhere
them
and
to
do it.
stand for a reason.
Yeah?
Because in North
And
Trelawney,
you
when we win, it will not be because of Joe Wickham McNeill.
Power
It
to the
will be
people,
because
Pat.
we work as a team and we will win as a team. So I thank my colleagues for their support.
Teamwork did the job.
Comrades, last week we had a discussion about water in Falmouth Square. I made the point that the Prime Minister had come down to Trelawney to turn on a water supply. And that water supply is going to Ocharia, it's going to Montego Bay, Negril, and we don't have a problem with that. What we have a problem with is that in making the contract and doing the work, there's no provision for the people of Trelawney. You cannot be taking the water from Martha Bray, and the people of Trelawney don't have water. You must take care of the people of Trelawney as well. Now, when I said it last week, I never recognized something. Comrade Leader, I watched the news the following night and they carried it on TVJ. And they told me on TVJ that the contract is signed, but they're not going to start the work till after the election. So why they sign the contract before the election if they're not going to do the work after the election?
Bad mind, that.
It's a government by PR. So I understand something. Them always say that water is life. Well, if water is life, Trelawney is on life support system because the water not good in a Trelawney. So comrades, I will say to the government of the Labour Party
I saw them plan, man. I pay a
that
PR
they can
stuff.
sign that contract, but the contract will be executed and will be brought into commission by Prime Minister Mark Jefferson Golden. And myself and Comrade Paul Patmore are going to be there. Comrades, I want to disagree with Comrade Patmore.
Take him
on
off
one
that
thing.
channel, Pat.
And I don't disagree with him.
Robert
As a matter of
Thomas,
fact,
take him out.
I don't remember one time. But while he was talking, He said that he has the worst road in Jamaica. Comrade Patmore, my road them better than your own.
A competition for bad road.
This is a government of PR and marketing. Them fix a little piece of road. And then them take a picture and say, road a fix. And then take a next piece. Understand something. You can't build Jamaica like that. When we get into power, we're going to fix the roads properly. We're going to do it in a concerted effort. We're going to make sure that the roads are done, that drainage is put in place, and maintenance is put in place so the roads would last. And we're going to ensure that we get proper roads for the people of Jamaica and certainly for the people of North Carolina. So comrades,
Yeah, man, we get rid of them. We don't want none of
I
them
went
over here
down
tonight.
to the market in Falmouth. And when I was at the market, I buck up a comrade. I will be honest with you, the comrade is a
Good
good
night,
comrade from South Carolina.
Odin.
And I sat down and talked to her. And she was bawling. She said, how you can have a market that when it rains, the rain will fall through the roof? How you can have a market that the taxi won't leave you outside because it can't drive inside the market? How you can have a market that have 4 bathroom stalls and 3 of them not working? It is a disgrace. And we need a better market. This is the biggest bend down market in Jamaica. It is in the capital of the parish.
Which one of
It is in
them?
a historic town.
I
And
don't
it
know
is
where
in
you're talking.
disgraceful condition. And we
I don't know them a
are
follow
going
up my
to fix the
platform for.
market and carry it to the standard that people should have to work in as Jamaicans. Comrades, I want to say one last thing about tourism. One last thing about tourism. Comrade Patmore spoke about the taxes. We have problems in tourism. Many of our taxi drivers are paying up to $5,000 for a parking space. They then have to pay rental for the space. This is difficult because it limits them. Tourism is something that
I
is
don't see who
supposed
you're
to
asking
empower
about.
the people of Jamaica.
Hey, you're going over
We're
there,
going
got
to
trouble with
deal
something
with
them
it.
again.
We're going to ensure that people who come on the ships and go into the hotels come out into the community so that the ordinary Jamaican can get a benefit. I will work with Comrade Patmore to make Trelawney the ecotourism capital of Jamaica. And we're going to work with our farmers. Our farmers need help. Many of them need help because they don't have enough land. Well, there's no shortage of land because all the sugar lands are there. And they need a market. And we're going to help them with the market because you can't have all those tourists coming here eating vegetables, eating fruits. We need to set up a mechanism so that they can now have a proper market so they can grow and earn money and make a proper living because we have some of the best farmers, not only in Jamaica, but in the Caribbean. So comrades, I am leaving tonight with one thing that I am saying now. I'm a medical doctor, a doctor by profession. We have MD behind my name. And when I look at Trelawney a year ago, I realized that Trelawney had a problem. There was an illness, and I couldn't figure out what the illness was. So as a medical doctor, I took out my stethoscope, I read the patient, I did an ultrasound, I do some blood tests, and I realized that Trelawney was suffering from a disease that you call the green disease. The green disease. So comrades, I spoke to Comrade Patmore and I said, let us give Trelawney some treatment. And I have treated Trelawney. And I went back and I did more blood tests. And I did more ultrasound. And this time, I did a CT scan. And Comrade Leader, I am pleased to tell you that there's no more green disease. Trelawney is now orange country. It is now orange country. And Comrade, come whenever they call the next election, I will be walking with Comrade Paul Patmore up Duke Street as we take our seats in Parliament. Comrades, one love, one heart. The word is love.
Love and hate can never be friends. Oh no.
The only thing can stop PNP from win unless the PNP then not come out. The energy where they have and they use up the energy straight into the election. There's no way. And make sure no guard the backs them on election day until they reach a counting and then count off. And we know, don't take on the eyes them off of the box. Because them labor right here come with all kind of trickery then do their plan. So we have to have a master plan behind it. We make them know say socialists are a fool. So we will win the next general election. We could have count them upside down sideways and come back around. We cannot win this election. So we get that tone of head. So all I know we come over here and type in all kind of nonsense. Just stop type them in. Stop typing the foolishness. Time come. Oh, somebody calling. Alright, hold on now. Hello.
Good night, Auntie.
Good night. How you doing?
Not bad enough. Sorry about last night, but I went off to sleep, boy, because I not get enough sleep at night time.
I'm not calling me not here. I'm about what is a brother your plans so I come back home.
I remember typing into the chat, and little after that, I don't remember anything more than when I wake up. I had to bring back your program and watch it in delayed format. I get enough sleep, man. That's true. Me have to beach up at night time after 2 minutes to 3 to write up book.
I'm going to tell you, saying us, when you don't get sleep, your body mash up because your cells, then repair.
You see my body? Once it wants sleep, I take it anywhere me there.
I see me, you know, until you see me start bowing, and I know enough time that I do it live, and when I see me start bow, it means I sleep.
So I wanted to continue that thing because I was listening to your thing and I realized you actually touched back the parish system that we went through, and I didn't have a problem with that. So that cause we were really at Trelawney and we're moving west. So after Trelawney, then I would go into St. James, and from St. James to Hanover, from Hanover to Westmoreland, and from Westmoreland to St. Elizabeth, and from St. Elizabeth to Manchester. Those are the parishes that I did not do. But I covered all other parishes.
That's true, yeah. So you can.
I wouldn't mind giving me the chance to go touch those parishes before.
Go ahead.
So good night to my fellow listeners and faithful comrades who are always on the live. Good night also to the laborites who are always interrupting and disturbing us. We are asking you to put some ethics in your behavior.
You had a hard thing, I didn't have that.
We have to just ask them anyway. Maybe hopefully one day them can repent. As you know, as preachers, they come to church every Sunday and they preach, but they don't know how many persons are coming to the altar and how many persons are going to be baptized. But they have to just keep preaching.
Yeah. You're right with that.
Yes. All right. So how will this thing you gone now?
Our gone.
Now go bring it back. So we said we're at Trelawney.
Yeah.
Election result in Jamaica. Right.
I wish one had 2011, yeah, though.
2011, yeah. I have one nice thing on my bring it up on. Okay, CT. Guys, me I try bring it up in a recent times. And one has to go back through to get the thing. And to just play the song while I try and bring it up. Please.
You're on the phone line when I
Oh wait, I normally play the song on.
yeah. So I don't want to cut you off.
No. Data window. Electoral Commission of Jamaica. Why me have to take it from here so we now I think it's better to know.
Anti-gender people will come out and vote for the PNP this time. They are energized to the max. Yeah, I agree. Philippa Morris was saying EOJ is where we need to pay attention to. We are cover them, man. They not get away with nothing, man. EOJ, I mean, a lot of people are saying, but I know the EOJ the problem, you know, the counting center the problem because at the number where them send to EOJ have to go by. So we have to watch the box them from the polling station to the counting center. Don't take away eye off of them.
We have adequate representatives in the counting center, so we shouldn't be much concerned with.
Is that Perry?
All right, thank you.
Okay.
All right, so I'm ready now for Trelawney.
Yeah, go ahead.
So in 2011, the People's National Party, through a lawyer, a very nice, good lawyer,
Yeah.
by the name of Patrick Atkinson, defeated Dennis Meadows. Patrick Atkinson polled 10,850 votes to Dennis Meadows' 8,567. So the PNP defeated the GLP by over 2,000 votes.
Oh, so hold on. You're saying Dennis Meadows run on a JLP ticket already for Northern.
Yeah, and about 2 times he ran. Remember, he's one of those who came from the Jamaica Labour Party.
Yeah, man. I know I come from the Labour Party, but I never remember say he run.
Yeah, man, he ran 2 times in that North Trelawney seat and was defeated.
Oh.
The third time now they gave it to Toba and she won it in 2020. So he was there in 2011 and 2016. That is Dennis Meadows.
Mm-hmm.
So when the PNP was on its momentum, we took that seat. And so the same momentum that we are on now, there is no reason why. Because the PNP are in the community, it's just that they did not turn out to vote in 2016 and 2020. For whatever reason, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But now all of those things are buried and the party is united. And so here comes another seat
You want
that the
chips?
People's National Party will reclaim
Yeah.
when the election is called and when the ballots are counted.
Yeah.
Now in Southern Trelawney, Marissa Darren defeated Lindell Freighter. She got 6,260 votes to 4,735 by Lindell Freighter.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the seats that even though the PNP was on a momentum and the GLP won it, the amount of things that has been happening in this seat has really pushed the Jamaica Labour Party out of favour with most of the constituency. And
Yeah.
as a result, even though the Jamaica Labour Party had won this seat in 2011, this is a seat that is secretly and confidently moving into the column of the People's National Party.
with a Paul Patmore.
with a Paul Patmore. So in as much as it would be one of the seats that does not follow the 2011 pattern by giving it to Jamaica Labour Party, it is because of the works of Marissa Dalrymple that is going to cause her to lose that huge fortune that she had in 2011.
Yeah, I agree.
Let me tell you something. People are not stupid enough, auntie.
Yeah.
And when a party is going to package a criminal and tell it to vote for this criminal, it is an insult. And a lot of people in that constituency feel like they have been insulted by the Jamaica Labour Party keeping this woman as their representative.
It is an
You
insult.
can't vote for a criminal. It don't feel good to know that you're going into a polling station to vote for a criminal. Not a nice feeling.
Continue, man, I'm hearing you.
So we're moving now into St. James. In 2011, St. James Central, the PNP won it with Lloyd B. Smith.
Oh, yeah. You may remember, yes.
Yes, he defeated Eroy Clark. But this is not a major victory. It was 5,677 votes for the PNP to 5,603 votes. So it's just a mere 43 votes that we won the constituency. 74 votes that we won the constituency by.
Yeah.
But because of the momentum also now, as we did have a momentum in 2011 when we won it, I think it's a new constituency that was created. And it's a battleground seat. It's one of my battleground seats.
Yeah, it's a
In
battleground.
recent times, I have handed it over to the People's National Party. If you look at the local government election results in 2024, it may give you some information or insight as to why it is a battleground seat, but it is clinging towards the People's National Party.
So you put that on a watch.
Yeah, put this one on a watch right now. But honestly, I see it in the column of the People's National Party. Who is the person running for the PNP? Is it
Janice Allen.
that's right, Janice Allen. Janice Allen is going to take the seat. Is Eroy Clark who is still there?
Yeah, man, I might go up against Janice Allen.
He's going to be defeated. The 2011 result is giving the PNP a slight edge, and I think we are going to wrap it up because of the quality of the candidate that is there.
Yeah, she's getting a lot of support.
Certainly.
That's why them a tear down the flag, them, you know.
But they think that they are achieving much when they tear down the people's posters, but they don't realize that they are turning a lot of their potential voters when they do things like this. Because you have people who are very fair, you know, and watch certain things. It's not everybody's a diehard PNP or a diehard GLP. You have some voters who watch the behavior of the respective candidates and the respective parties and make their decisions on that. You have persons who make their decision based on the policies of the party and their plans. You understand? You have some people just don't care about policies and plans. All they know is that they are a PNP or they are a GLP and that's how they are going to vote.
Yeah.
But when you go around tearing down people posters and it is clear that you are the aggressor in doing so, you are going to lose some votes. You are going to lose direct votes, but you are going to lose some votes.
You are going to lose some votes.
Certainly. You see, when you take the root of corruption, there are so many consequences that you have to face.
Truth.
All right, so we move into St. James East Central. In 2011, Cedric Stewart of the People's National Party lost to Edmund Bartlett by just little under 200 votes.
Yeah.
Edmund Bartlett got 6,337 to Cedric Stewart 6,172. This is one of the seats that I still keep for the Jamaica Labour Party.
I may get a surprise, because the local government election, imagine, ain't too much need,
That's right. PNP did a little better performance than what they did in the 2020 general election.
Yes.
So it is one to watch, but I still don't put it in the PNP column. I put it in the Jamaica Labour Party column. So it is nothing strange based on my prediction.
Yeah.
It is nothing strange or alarming to me because I have it for the Jamaica Labour Party. Now in St. James Northwestern, where Horace Strong has been the garrison boss, he won that with 6,077 votes to the PNP Henry McCurdy, 4,977. So almost 1,900 votes.
Yeah.
Or exactly 1,900. What is it? What is this thing? Yeah, 1,100 votes. Not 900. 1,100 votes. He won it by. So it's not it's a safe seat for the Jamaica Labour Party. The most I think the PNP can do through Alan Bernard is to close this gap, this winning gap.
Yeah.
So I expect Alan Bernard to trim it down to at least 500 votes more for the Jamaica Labour Party. So I expect Alan Bernard to do an inroad into this wide margin of 1,000 votes. But I can't carry it for the PNP.
Yeah.
For political reason, yeah?
Yeah, man. And
Alright.
that's an honest opinion.
Yes, we move into St. James Southern, where the old veteran Derek Kelly, my gosh, it must have my laptop shut down. My laptop over and not when my laptop has just been overheated. Which part we just were?
You're in St. James. You're in St. James, yeah.
I was talking about Derek Kelly, where is it Nikisha Burchell?
Yeah, Nikisha Burchell.
Right. Derek Kelly had won that seat comfortably, and his legacy will be returned. In 2020, we lost that seat, but as I said, because the PNP did not go out to vote, it's going to be a different thing now. So it is going to return back to the People's National Party based on what the 2011 momentum result shows for the PNP. That will be repeated in 2025. Until my laptop just got shut down because that's where I was getting the information from. So tomorrow again I may have to come back and finish. But we were at Derek constituency that
Mali and Malawi.
Malawi court. I don't have the results of the 2011 year. As I said, the laptop is down. It's going to take about 5 minutes before it come back up.
We never charge you?
But, no, it's not that it is, the power is down. It just got overheated. I'm in the bedroom and I have it on the bed. So
I'm gonna put it on
the
nothing.
window not get
Yeah.
right. So the window to allow the breeze to come out was blocked. And it overheated.
Yeah.
Even though I catch something on it, but I can never catch properly.
No, you have to put something underneath your laptop, else it can overheat.
Yes. Anytime they on this bed, now it overheat so quickly. But what I'm trying to do is for persons who are just listening, in 2011, there was a momentum going for the People's National Party with the Simpson Miller. And we won that election with 42 seats to the JLP 21 seats. And I am saying, based on what is happening in the environment now, a similar momentum is being garnered by the People's National Party, which is saying that the base of the People's National Party are motivated and are coming out. And once this base are out, there is no way the Jamaica Labour Party can win the election.
You can't win election.
But interestingly, when we look at the 2011 election results, we can see clearly those seats that the People's National Party are going to retake from the Jamaica Labour Party, because the Jamaica Labour Party only got those seats because the PNP did not go out to vote.
That's right, I agree.
Right, so it is hard for this sort of prediction to be off by any far to 4%.
Yeah, I agree with you.
You understand? Because there are logical reasonings and things that, are noteworthy. And so at the end of the election, it would be nice if we can look back also and see the seats that we won in 2011, how many of those seats we had retaken in 2025.
Yeah.
I am saying the election result is going to look similar to the 2011 election results, very similar.
Or we could have done another repeat of 89 too.
It's just that 89, I think we had 60 constituencies.
Yeah, no, the reason why I said that, it was the same. It could be a cycle. Remember, them did spend 2 terms. I know they spend 2 terms.
Yes, so there are some similarities.
So there are some similarities.
In the 89 result as well. It's just that there were 60 seats, but there was a momentum for the PNP that caused us to think. I think we won by 52 to 8 seats, Auntie. Wasn't that the margin?
Was it 52?
60 seats at the time, 52 to 8.
Yeah.
When Michael Manley won it in 89.
I don't remember quite well how much seat, but time come is asking in 2011 what was the percentage lead going into the election.
In terms of poll?
Yeah.
No, I don't have that information at the time. I don't have that information at the time come.
I don't remember it either. But I forgot research it. I don't have time for it now. I don't have time for it now. But
there was a clear momentum within the PNP.
Yeah.
In 20, a very clear momentum. And the people in 89, the people were just disgusting with Seattle and the one party government.
Yeah, they were the people then.
And they were feeling the pressure. The economic pressure was on them as well.
Yeah, man, and Gilbert, I remember Gilbert did come to,
Gilbert came and, washed them out.
Mash up a place.
Gilbert did it.
No, she also.
Well, all right, tomorrow night you say you will get the
Yeah, tomorrow night, because Dartmouth School.
Patrick when I say 52 to 8.
Yes, yeah, man. That was the margin in 89. With the 60 seats that were up for grabs. So now that we have 63. Yeah, I don't think it is going to be so devastating as it was in 89. Because 52 to 8, that is extremely devastating.
Yes.
You understand? No, with a 42 to 21, it is a little bit more respectable.
We say it's a little bit more respectable.
Yes, with 42 to 21, because 8 to 52, 6 is 48 at 6. We had over 6 times the amount of MP than what they had. In 2011, we had twice the amount of MP that they had. Yeah. So you cannot imagine the beating that they got in 89.
We're still in our lead in our time come. And as Dayton came out the other day and talk about when the PNP peak right at the point of the conference was when we were leading by 9.
Yeah.
And we still maintain the lead over the last 2 years. And we can see on the ground that we have the momentum. So we not we
don't wait until after November, you know. 'Cause if we ever have another conference before the general election come up in dark, I mean supper.
yeah, because that going to build up back the momentum again.
That's right. That's right. We are gonna put in new momentum in our thing. So it's not going to be pretty anyway. So based on how the position that the Jamaica Labour Party is in, it can be easily be described as between a rock and a hard place.
Patrick is saying the election will be similar to 89.
My gosh, Patrick. Where you see women nasty?
Must say something where you're nasty.
Mr. PNP victory now, without a doubt, you know. But me never see that huge victory there at all.
1989.
I am open for surprises.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much open for surprises. So.
By 1989, we give them a whopping still, you know.
Yeah, it's a deservedly whopping.
And over that, you know, Sierra couldn't win back no more election in Jamaica.
He never win back another one. The people was finished with him.
The people that finished with him.
When he lose the election, they should have get to them. But you see, he was the one that nobody couldn't get to them so easy.
And a Bruce Golding have to come back and barely edge you out. Because him edge out Portia first time, you know.
Yes.
And then him have to end up give to Andrew. Then Andrew come and call election in December and Portia beat him.
Stupid, yes. Andrew did a stupid thing. To call the election them time, him should have waited. Him have a problem with calling election. You realize, Andrew honest?
Him not really smart like that.
Him don't know how to call election. Alright, Auntie, the thing is back up again. Give God thanks.
Alright then. Go ahead then.
Yeah. Alright, so we were in St. James.
Yeah.
Derek Kelly. Yeah, so what Derek Kelly did to Omar Davis, because it was Omar Davis who ran against him in 2011. Derek Kelly polled 7,154 votes, which is 53% to Omar Davis 6,144. So the PNP won that seat by over 1,000 votes. So this is showing you the base that PNP has in Southern St. James. And so in 2025, we will see pretty much that same margin or somewhere close to it in favor of the People's National Party. In St. James West Central, who is running in that constituency?
Andre and Malao Ford.
Oh, that's the seat of Malao Ford.
Yeah.
So in 2011, it was Clive Mullins for the Jamaica Labour Party who represented them to Sharon Oaks Abrams, and she won with 52% of the vote, 6,198 votes to the Jamaica Labour Party. Clive Mullins 5,535. So pretty much 600 margin. We won that seat by.
So I'm looking for.
Return.
So
it's a seat that will return to the People's National Party based on the current momentum.
I agree.
Hanover Eastern, that's where we are now. Where in 2011, D.K. Duncan won the seat with 6,855 votes to Paula Carjarrett, you know, a big tourist name that's in St. James. 6,591. So she lost, the JP lost that seat by less than 300 votes.
Wow.
What was interesting is that D.K. Duncan was the incumbent, so the incumbent stigma did not really affect him because of the momentum that the PNP had in 2011.
Okay.
Ian Hill This was also another incumbent in Hanover Western, and he demolished Donovan Hamilton in 2011. He polled 8,583 votes to Donovan Hamilton 6,905. So that's a margin of over 1,600 votes. So that was a huge margin of victory for the PNP in Western Hanover. Who is running in Western Hanover now? Is that Perkis?
No, Perkis is Eastern and
Perkis is Eastern
Eda Miller for West.
Eda Miller.
Yeah.
Right, so Eda Miller is home and dry.
I mix up, boss. Good night.
Hanover Eastern with Perkis. Just need to keep.
Is it true that Eda Miller is family to Portia Simpson Miller husband?
I'm not sure about that. Could be, but I'm not sure. But there is some interesting fact, the fact that she goes by the name Miller.
Yeah, her name is Miller.
And we have a candidate that goes by the name Simpson Miller, or Miller Simpson, who running against Derek Smith's son.
No, she name. I don't know how her name's pronounced good enough. ETHEIEL, something like that. Her name, McNeill, Miller, something like that.
What's her surname? What's the surname they give her? Something like both Simpson Miller or Miller Simpson.
I never remember, but she named Miller.
Miller Simpson, she have her Simpson Miller. One of the
She look like she would have looked more like Portia Simpson husband with a broad face, like.
Okay, yes, that's right. You're correct.
Mm-hmm.
You're correct.
So maybe the whole of the Miller them could be some family still, I don't know.
Could be. But it's a very common name, so anything is possible.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're moving to Clarendon Central, because we just come out of why them give me Clarendon before they give me St. Elizabeth? It's we're moving into Clarendon Central. Let me say St. Elizabeth, I'll come after this. Manchester. Alright, so let me reach. So moving to Clarendon Central, that's Mike Henry's place.
Yeah.
I don't have any hopes. I don't have this in the PNP's column. Mike Henry in 2011, when the PNP was on a similar momentum like what we have now, he polled 7,146 votes to Richard Watson of the PNP 4,121. So this is a 3,000 plus margin of victory.
They have them base. They have them base in a Clarendon Central.
Certainly, they have a strong base in Clarendon. How motivated that base is going to be, we are yet to see. But even if a fraction of the base is not motivated, it is not enough for the PNP to catch them. I don't see this happening. I think this is probably one of the safest seats for the JLP outside of West Kingston.
Yeah, outside of West Kingston, yeah. No, Central St. Catherine too.
And Bob's Grange area, that's correct. And Weekly area, those three constituencies are the safest JLP seats going into this 2025 election. So moving to Northern Clarendon, the seat of Horace Daly in 2011, where he won it by 7,663 votes to Lawrence Broderick 5,958 votes. So little under 2,000 votes. He won it by 1,700 votes. That's a very comfortable margin.
Yeah.
Then we move into Clarendon North Central, where Colin Campbell of the PNP was defeated by Pernell Charles. 6,127 votes for Pernell Charles to 4,300, so a little under 2,000 votes. He won that constituency by.
Wow.
Let him give it to the Jamaica Labour Party. So yes, why I wasn't quick to, as much as who's the candidate going up against the JLP candidate in North Central Clarendon?
The North Central, Nesta Morgan?
It's Nesta Morgan. Yes, he was the one who got it over Pernell Charles, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So it got to be.
Constituency that I cannot
The
hear.
doctor R.J. Dixon.
RJ Dixon, right? I didn't call these constituencies for the PNP, so the 43 constituencies that are called for the PNP, these constituencies are not in it.
Okay.
And as much as persons may say, boy, yeah, RJ Dixon is doing good and he's on the ground, just for the figures, I cannot give it to him. He can surprise us on the day of election, but
Yeah.
to be safe in your prediction, it's not a seat you want to give to the PNP.
Understand.
Yeah. Now we move to Clarendon Northwestern, where in 2011 Richard Azan won it with 8,209 votes to Michael Stern 7,310 votes. So Richard Azan won it by 900 votes. It is going back to the PNP.
Yeah, man.
Clarendon Southeastern. Who's running? Oh, Azan is going back. In
Yeah.
Clarendon Southeastern.
Good night, Maxine. Yeah.
Clarendon Southeastern, where Derek Lambert of the Jamaica Labour Party lost to Rudyard Spencer of the... No, Derek Lambert of the PNP lost to Rudyard Spencer of the Jamaica Labour Party by at least under 100 votes. So who's running in Clarendon Southeastern? Is that the seat of Wavell Heights?
No, Sian Barneswell.
Oh, Sian Barnesville. All right. That's one to watch. But as I said again, in a time when PNP was enjoying a momentum and for Labour right to take out a victory, in as much as it was less than 100 votes, I cannot comfortably give it to the PNP. So I just mark it for the Jamaica Labour Party.
Mm.
In Clarendon Southwestern, we have Noel R. Scott defeated the Jamaica Labour Party, Joel Williams, in 2011 by over 2,000 votes. Noel R. Scott got 7,711 to Joel Williams 5,555. So more than 2,000 votes. I have identified Wavell Heights. Is which seat Wavell Heights running in?
Not what? Not something.
North Central?
No, not Central. No.
Northern Clarendon, where Horace Daly was?
Yeah, where Horace Daly was.
Right. So that, and you see how my thing is going? Remember I told you I give Wavell Heights that seat.
Yeah.
There are 3 seats out of the 6 that I give to the People's National Party. Wavell Hines, Richard Azan, and Noel R. Scott.
Yeah.
Those are the 3 seats that I give to the PNP. I remember the last time I was talking about Clarendon and we had established that there are 6 seats down there, and I declared 3 for the PNP and 3 for the JLP. So, but then the 2011 result also shows why Wavell Heights is certainly going to be taking back that seat for the PNP, because Horace Daly had 7,663 to Lawrence Broderick 5,958. So Wavell Heights has the base of the People's National Party to pull out and to give that seat back to the People's National Party.
It was a 2011 time come. It was Ascot. It was a Cousins.
Yeah, Cousins just been 1 term now. This one is this is the 2nd term now.
2020 him going.
2016 it was R. Scott. Alright, so we done declared all the Clarendon seats. So we're going to move into Manchester. Pardon me for doing Clarendon before Manchester, because based on the direction I'm coming from, I should have done Manchester, but the information I'm getting gives me Clarendon before. So now we're going into central Manchester, where in 2011, Peter Bunting, with 10,606 votes, defeated Danville Walker with 10,067 votes. So over 500 votes was the margin of victory for Peter Bunting. And we are going to wrap up back that one again for the PNP.
Yeah.
Wellington Wint in Manchester Northeastern polled 7,789 to Aldershot 8,363. So that is a margin of 600 votes.
You're not call it.
This is number 9, but based on recent development, until me can't call it. So it looks like my 43 political thing, I go, surrender to my 42 visionary thing.
Well, in a matter once we pass 32.
No man, we passed 32 and comfortably, man. It's the 2/3 majority me concerned about. But with 42, that is the 2/3 majority. Alright, so we went to Manchester Northwestern where McNeill Phillips would have said go and get beaten.
Yeah.
Them at one spot. Timothy Scarlett got a beat in 2011 by over nearly 2,000 votes. Nearly 2,000 votes. So the base in that constituency is strong for the People's National Party. McNeill Phillips polled 8,384 votes to Timothy Scarlett of the JLP, 6,445 votes. So near 2,000 votes who won that seat by to be exact, 1,900.
But say the local government election pushed them way over 2,000 votes.
Okay, so don't watch the crowd and the smoke that you see coming from that area. PNP have that comfortably. Southern Manchester, where Michael Peart in 2011 defeated Colin Virgo of the Jamaica Labour Party by over 2,500 votes. 9,563 from the PNP to 7,044 for the Jamaica Labour Party.
Mm-hmm.
Who is in Southern Manchester? Is that where Peter Bunting is now?
Peter Bunting, yeah.
Yeah, in Carlos. And that's the only Manchester seat right now that is a little bit concerning is Manchester Northeastern. And I still have hopes that the PNP can take it home, but I cannot declare it.
Yeah.
So St. Elizabeth, Raymond Price in 2011 won St. Elizabeth Northeastern with 9,566 votes to Corey Samuels of the Jamaica Labour.
What is that you're doing, man?
So Raymond Crawford won that seat just by little under 4,000 votes. Who is in St. Elizabeth Northeastern?
Jalika Jess.
She gone safe and dry. I wish if persons can just see what I have seen. You understand?
Well, I don't think the PNP now see it or not, the Labour right then.
Thank you very much. You're correct. Now, in St. Elizabeth Southeastern, Richard Parchment defeated the Jamaica Labour Party Franklin Witter by near 1,000 votes. Richard Parchment got 9,907 votes to Jeremy Franklin Witter 8,927 votes. So by almost 1,000 votes we won that. In St. Elizabeth Southwestern, but before we reach there, who is running in that seat? St. Elizabeth Southeastern.
Spanish Town Mayor, what name?
Okay, Mr. Scott.
Yeah.
So he's home and dry again. And Hugh Buchanan in 2011 defeated Christopher Tufton by 13 votes in St. Elizabeth Southwestern.
Yeah.
I think that's the JC Hutchinson seat, right?
Southwestern?
Yes.
No, Clyde Green.
So, Floyd, you sure?
Yeah, man, Southwestern, St. Elizabeth, Floyd Green, and Miranda Wellington.
That's where Miranda is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's an interesting seat based on the results.
Yeah. It's going to be a battleground down there.
No, but Miranda Wellington had some work that is really removing this
Yeah.
doubt about whether it is safe PNP or safe JP. What was the results like in the local government general election for that
She
constituency?
cut it down to 200 and add Floyd Green at a 200 and add lead.
Okay, good. It's one to watch, but for her, Miranda Wellington, we just can't see she losing it.
I don't think she'll lose either.
Yeah, the PNP won it, even though it was by 13 votes, but we're going to take it home. We're taking it home.
Yeah.
Right? Alright, so we move into Westmoreland. See them in actually come for Westmoreland. This is the last one.
Yeah.
Westmoreland Central, Roger Clark defeated Marlene Malabou before she went St. James. And he defeated her by over 3,000 votes. Central Westmoreland. Who is there now for us?
Dwayne Valls.
Okay, we had 11,500 votes to the JP 8,500 votes. There's no way that boy can beat Dwayne Valls. Here,
I don't say Dwayne Valls can lose. Once the PNP come out, come vote, then can lose.
That's right. And as I said, the momentum is as such that the PNP base is up and running. In Eastern Westmoreland, where Luther Buchanan in 2011 defeated Donovan Foote by almost 5,000 votes.
Yeah, man.
8,066 for the PNP to 3,071 for the JP. Who's running in that seat for us, Westmoreland Eastern? Is that the seat where Dayton Campbell is?
Yeah, Dayton Campbell.
Yeah, that's why Dayton's are comfortable, kind of know home and drive comfortably. And then the Wickham McNeill seat where in 2011 he won that seat with 8,919 votes to carry one of the JLP 5,281, so another 3,000 margin there.
That's Ian Yales. Yeah.
And it's Ian Yales. Ian has gone home.
Yeah.
Ian has gone home. None of these Westmoreland seats in 2011 we won by less than 2,000 votes. We all won them by more than 2,000, some 3,000 and some 4,000.
Yes.
Luther Buchanan almost won it by 5,000 votes. So, you see, tomorrow come on and I'll give a final count.
Yeah.
But based on the 2011 election results, we won 42 of the 63 seats to the JP 21. This year, 2025, we are going to be repeating the 2011 results are all very close to it. It will not be more than 2 seats or it will not be less than 2 seats.
I agree.
So that's where it's at, you know.
Yeah.
So we will win either 44 seats or 40 seats. So my range is that the People's National Party will win between 40 seats and 44.
Yeah. Agree. Well, thank you for your analysis tonight.
My pleasure, my sister.
Yeah. Thanks, and I hope everybody enjoy it tonight.
I'm glad I was able to come back and complete it.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm going to try see if I can pick up back Pat more.
All right, so I'm going to log on now and log.
Yeah. I could see what continue going down at Trelawny now.
I don't want us to allow them to pass them place with the leader of the party. So we are going to define him for the people of Jamaica because we now allow people who can't get certified to come and run past them place and a try style the integrity boss. 36 long years ago, when I was 6 running around in the brief without shirt, Comrade Mark Jefferson Golden got married to the love of his life, a dark chocolate and Nubian goddess by the name of Sandra Golding, who is his loving wife, the mother of his children, and the woman that still brings a smile to his face. I want you to understand that a year time, when the Integrity Commission do them assessment and check about the financial standing of the people in the country, they say, Mark Golding, you are passed and certified. We have no interest in your financial affairs. Everything is in order.
Labor right, gonna say the same thing.
Comrades in Trelawney,
Better no can say that for Andrew.
I want you to understand that you have in your party president a social justice champion. You have as your leader an integrity boss. You have the best legislator in the parliament. You have a successful businessman. You have the top corporate lawyer in the country. You have a caring, compassionate, one burner in Mark Jefferson Golden. Make welcome the president of the PNP, the leader of the opposition, the Prime Minister of Jamaica.
Marky G, I know you are champion. Everybody we have on the right hand. Put up your fist. Hey! Marky G, we don't know what's none of them not like me. See them all hype up, but that still not spite me. Holding up, cut and cut through because I love in a heart. And none of them care. Hey, Marky G, we don't...
Easy. Easy, pull up that. Comrade chairman of the meeting, I should say chairpersons, because we have a dynamic duo doing that work today. All of the comrades on the platform, all of the workers and warriors, foot soldiers, supporters of the People's National
Now
Party.
listen, I'm gonna watch it over the PNP channel.
Who are here tonight.
All of you can go over the PNP channel. I'm going to take care and I'm going to take me, I know. Because in night clothes to go and bed.
I have spent quite a bit of time in Trelawney over the last 2 weeks.
Unless you don't want to listen.
Of North Trelawney with Dr. Wickham McNeill. Then we had our bus tour that the first night of it ended in Falmouth, and we had a wonderful rally in
You can't go and listen to it for now.
in Falmouth. And I'll tell you, the
Alright, pass this
was
garbage.
something else. Today, I met with Comrade Paul Patmore over by Low River, and we drive through parts of South Trelawney. I went down to Troy, look at the bridge, with a spot meeting, and then here we are in Albert Town. And I just want to first of all thank everybody who was part of the tour, both in North Trelawney the other day and in South Trelawney today, because you have showed me that when the next election is called, we are going to sweep this parish and the PNP will be in charge here in Trelawney. You have two excellent candidates. In the north, you have a medical doctor, a former minister of government, minister of tourism, an experienced man of business, an experienced man in government administration. In the south, you have a businessman, a passionate community leader, a man who even before he has become MP has been outperforming the existing MP in South Trelawney in delivering service and help to the people. students and their teams. And I just have to ask all of you here tonight, we are approaching the day when we will be asked to choose who will form the next government in Jamaica and who will represent you in these two constituencies. You have put in a lot of work. You have shown a lot of passion for your party. You are not for sale. Michael McNeill taught us that. You will stand firm when they bring whatever pressure they try to bring to stop you from making the choice of the PNP. And I say to you tonight, don't get tired, nothing never get weary. We are going to do what we have to do to make sure that Jamaica gets the change it needs, because better must come. Time come for a better life. You have heard the plans we have for the students who need help. Those who are often absent from school because their parents struggle to find the lunch money or the transportation situation is too hard. And those policies aren't keeping with the traditions of the People's National Party, which is around uplifting the people of Jamaica, especially those who need the state to make their life better and give them a chance to step up. We have other policies and programs in a similar vein and following those same traditions. In the area of housing, we plan to build 50,000 affordable houses over the next 5 years. We are identifying public lands which are not suitable for agriculture that we will make available to the housing entities in the government to build housing for the people. And we are not going to include the value of the land in the price of the house. So when you get one of those houses to buy, the day you buy that house, you will be $2 to $3 million richer because you're not paying for the land value that you're getting in the price of that house. We are going to repurpose the National Housing Trust to fulfill the original vision of its founder, Michael Joshua Manley, which was to provide housing and financing for housing to ordinary Jamaicans, workers and other subscribers who need help to get onto the ownership ladder. We are going to be stopping the taking of $11.4 billion a year out of the Housing Trust to fund the country's budget. The Jamaica Labour Party has been doing that for the last 10 years. We are going to provide a deposit grant scheme for young subscribers, young members of the Housing Trust who have been in the Housing Trust contributing for at least 2 years. That will enable them to find the money to pay down on the house to cover the deposit, and that money will not have to be paid back. That will be a grant courtesy of the People's National Party to our young people so they can step up into ownership in the economy. We have the rent-to-own scheme, because many of you don't get a pay slip, whether fortnightly or monthly, because you may not be employed in that way. You might be self-employed. You may be a barber or a hairdresser, a cosmetologist, a taxi owner, a taxi driver, a farmer. But we want you to be eligible to get an NHT mortgage to buy one of those affordable houses that we will be building. So we will enable you to go into possession as a tenant of those houses. And as a tenant, you'll be paying the rent equal to what the mortgage would be. And as long as you're able to make those payments for a period of time, we have in mind 6 months, we will treat you as having proved your income, even though you don't have a pay slip, and we will enable you to access the mortgage, draw down on the loan, buy the house, and move from tenant to owner with your owner door key, owning your piece of the rock. have heard that the PNP is a party of education. We have a concept which we will be implementing, which is the first in family scholarship. Because we recognize that the biggest antidote to poverty, the thing that eliminates poverty more effectively than anything else, is a good education. And so we are saying, if you are from a family and you are the first person from your family ever to qualify to go to university or college, and you're struggling to finance it, the next People's National Party government will provide you with a full scholarship to university or college so that you can get qualified and degreed, and you will be able to help your brothers and sisters to step up as well and move the whole family out of poverty. And for the student loan borrowers, we have a plan.
Wanna hear the plan them? Wanna hear the plan?
The monthly payment to a percentage of your actual income.
How will she come here and
so
chat?
that
You
you
can
will
see what
never
she
be in
did so.
distress from having to find the money to service your student loan.
Yeah, man, black areas.
That you're out of work,
Something wrong with them, you know? Like you will tell them to come from a platform, they still
so
have
that
come.
you do not become a delinquent borrower. It doesn't spoil your credit, and you will tack those payments onto the back end of the loan until you get back on your feet and you can resume paying on your student loan. We are thinking about the Jamaican people and their needs. For persons with disabilities, Mark Jefferson Golin, came from a family that devoted their careers to uplifting persons with disabilities. My father, Professor John Golin, was the man who built what is now called the Sir John Golin Rehabilitation Center. He built it after the polio epidemic in the 1950s. And my mother, after myself and my sister were born, she dedicated the rest of her career to helping him to run that institution for persons with disabilities. The next PNP government will, first of all, having been the government that had signed the UN Convention for the Rights of Persons with Disabilities, and having been the government that brought the Disabilities Act to Parliament and passed it, even though this government then took 7 years to bring it into effect. We are going to be establishing the Disabilities Fund of $1 billion a year to support persons with disabilities to get access to employment, access to housing, access to education, assistive aids, better sidewalk conditions, bathroom facilities in public buildings which are accessible to the disabled, because we want the people of the Jamaica, whether they are able-bodied or persons with disabilities, to have the same rights and enjoy the same opportunities to participate fully in our society. And for the young people who are creatively minded, and I want to say persons who are proficient in the culture of the country, whether it be the musicians and songwriters, whether it be the sound engineer, whether it be the persons making beautiful craft items out of clay or wood or straw or whatever it is. We will establish the Cultural and Creative Industries Fund of $1 billion a year to support practitioners in the cultural and creative industries so they can help to build brand Jamaica. They can produce things that the tourists here want to buy. They can help Jamaica's economy to move forward, and they can also step up in life because they have the backing of the People's National Party, moving them forward, moving them upward, moving them to progress. I recognize
Imagine that part.
that Jamaica needs a strong economy so it can deliver wealth for its people. And for that strong economy to be realized, we have to have a bureaucracy that is fit for purpose, that is delivering the service that the people need, ordinary Jamaican people, business people, efficiently and at a price that is reasonable and without unnecessary headache and frustration when you have to deal with government. when I am Prime Minister of this country, I will take charge of that issue to make the bureaucracy user-friendly, business-friendly, getting behind the businesses of Jamaica so that we can compete globally and we can grow this economy and make Jamaica the great place that it should be, delivering wealth, good opportunities, employment which is decent for the people of the country. We are going to eliminate the abusive use of recurring
like up the live.
for tourism workers and other workers.
Omar
All
Winter.
workers who are permanently employed
Can you go on your bed, you
must
know,
be treated
Delano?
as such in law so they get their full range of benefits. The next PNP government will do that. And we will be looking at access to beaches around
That sounds
the
good,
country
Errol.
and looking what is necessary so that our people can enjoy the beauty of
Delano, you
this
see that
country.
South
And if they
Carolina,
want
though.
a whole of meds on a wonderful beach, they will be able to do so because we will ensure access and we will be negotiating with owners so that those rights are protected and those rights are given full expression. So people, we have a lot of work to do. But the next government of Jamaica will be a government of integrity, led by somebody who is committed to the elimination of corruption and hanky-panky in high and low places. We will support the institutions of the state that are there to ensure that everything is done on a level and that the politics and the governance of the country is clean. We will support the Integrity Commission. We won't seek to undermine or dismantle it. We will ensure that institutions like the Financial Investigations Division, there is no interference in employment of persons leading institutions like that for sinister purposes, because we recognize that those institutions must be above board and we cannot have an interference in processes to employ leaders in those institutions because that will undermine Jamaica's image internationally. So that is why I'm saying to you, the next time that the election is called, whenever it is called, the next time that Jamaica goes to the polls is serious business. The future is at stake. We need a government that can deliver a vision of hope for the people. We need a government that will tackle the real and pressing issues that affect your standard of living and your quality
It may
of life.
surprise you,
We need a
Delano.
government that the people can have trust and confidence in, that will uplift the nation so that the nation can progress, flourish, and generally become the great nation that we are destined to be. That is why we want Bob Marley and Miss Lou to be national heroes, because we recognize their value as symbolisms of excellence and symbolism of upliftment to the people, and the PNP is all about that. So comrades, whenever Andrew call it, or if him don't call it, when the Constitution call it, I'm asking you, please step forward and do your duty to yourself and your family and your community and your constituency and your parish and your nation, Jamaica land we love, and put your eggs beside the head in the south for Paul Patmore, in the north for Dr. Wickham McNeill, because we're coming to take back and rescue Jamaica, and the word will continue always to be love. Comrades, you look like you're ready. You sound like you're ready. You feel like you're ready. I know you are ready. Power to the people. Power to the people. Power to the people, I say. One love, comrades. God bless you all. The word is love.
March, you're marching on to progress. Don't sound the alarm.
Jamaica rise. Comrades, ease out, ease out. We want to thank you for coming out. We hope that you get home safe. Where's Comrade Cadian? On Saturday, we'll be in Chapelton for the Trelawney meet, for the Clarendon meeting. But I want to thank you. Where's Comrade Manny? Where's it? Blood and fire. Okay, all right. Democracy rules, you know. Them say they want to come out blood and fire before the trumpet. More blood and fire, lovers' choice. March, we are march, march, march. March, we are march, march, march. Now we are marching on the progress. Time moves on, we alarm. And we don't hear what the liberals say or what they say we are. Now we need to fight the liberals and to set Jamaica free. We are
On fire, and we march into victory. Everything that goes on, build, we are gonna build back. And I keep on corruption.
Comrades, we want to thank you for coming out. We want to say to everybody online and here that on Saturday is the Clarendon Parish meeting in Chapelton Square, Northern Clarendon. But we want to thank you for coming out. Thank you, get home safely, and we'll sing one verse of Jamaica Rise Lovers First.
Lovers first. Right from your somber and answer the call. Torch has been lightened. Stacy and Ray said, I like your mom. All right, sweetie. I pledge to be loyal, faithful, true to thee.
Hip hip, hip hip. Touch your neighbor and say PNP. Touch your neighbor and say travel safe. Lovers choice their time.
Everybody is singing song, man. All right, that's it for tonight, guys. That's it for tonight. Hope you have yourself a great night. Hope your sleep. What is that? Hope your sleep will be sweet. Pearl, McNeill, Mommy, something like that. Over TikTok, big up on a nice clean self. Thank you for being here and supporting the channel. We'll meet again, all right? Love you guys. Catch you next time. Bye.
Well,
All right.